Okay, hello. Welcome to the IELTS speaking test. Today we are gonna do something different. And now let's start it now. So let's talk about concentration. So how can you concentrate on something? Hmm, Let me see. In order for me, in order to concentrate on something, I usually put all social media and smartphones aside because, as you know, that social media are the main factor that contributes. The main factor is the main factor that contributes to distraction. So yeah, I would prefer to put social media and smartphones aside. Yeah. What makes you hard to concentrate? Hmm. As I mentioned earlier, smartphones and especially social media will be the thing that makes me difficult to concentrate. The reason for it is because as for social media and smartphones, there is usually notification on it, and for me, when every time my phone rings, has bells, I cannot concentrate. I have to cut the thing that I'm doing. Yeah. So did you stay focused in class when you was a child? Hmm. Let me remember. I would say yes. When I was a child, I used to be extremely concentrated, and the reason for it is I think that is because I do not have social media, and I didn't get I didn't get distracted by it. So yeah, do you think meditation helps increasing concentration? Oh, absolutely yes. In fact, currently I am trying to meditate for like 15 to 30 minutes every day, so that my mind will become calmer, and from that, I could focus on doing my tasks more efficiently. Good. So let's talk about talents. Do you have a talent or something you are good at? Mm, let's see. Uh, I, I think let's see. I would say yes. In fact, that talent is a little bit weird. Is that I can design everything with just a glance. Uh, which and this can be explained by a story of mine in which there was a time I no. Do you have a talent or something you're good at? Hmm. Let's just say that I am good at in starting new thing in action, not by forming the ideas, but implementing the actions. So and my parents, they are kind of like proud of proud of that, and my friends, they are like, and I think that is the main reason that I am always become a leader in a team. Yeah. So do you think anyone in your family has the same talent? Uh, I think I think my talent, which is impre forming and implementing ideas. I think that nobody in my house has that except have that. Nobody in my house has that except me. This is because I went to university and I meet new people, and when I am distributed into a group, this talent of mine has been the talent this talent of mine has been fully have been fully developed. Yeah, so I think that nobody in my house have the same talent like me, due to the fact that who goes I am the only person who goes to university. Yeah. Do you think your talent can be useful for future work? Yeah, this I hate to brag it. It is a little bit awkward to brag it, but yeah, my future talent, my this talent of mine, which is leadership, forming and ideas and implementing, will help me a lot. I mean, it can help me. It can help me in become more active in obtaining new jobs and giving outstanding steps or outstanding brands for team because currently I am studying marketing major and I aim to work as marketing major. So is you know that marketing, right? In it's always craving for some people who have a strong creativity and uh, intrepidate. Yeah. So let's talk about musical instruments. Have you learned to play a musical instrument? Yes, I used to play. I used to learn how to play piano, and it happened for like 2 years ago when I during COVID-19 and people were all knocked down. So um, during that time, I had nothing to do. So, but luckily, my family has a piano for my sister, and I took advantage of it, and I learned how to play it. Yeah. Do you think children should learn to play an instrument at school? Hmm. I, in my opinion, I would say yes, because playing instrument not just help you relax after exhausting moment at school, but it's a good way for children in general to develop the brain, which has been attested by many research on Google. So, do you think that music education is important for to children? Hmm, interesting question. Uh, I would say yes because that music is not all just about relaxing like I mentioned before, but it's all about how to control yourself. I mean, let's just say that you play piano and you just hit the key like randomly. It will make the song you are playing become random and it's nonsense. So yeah, they do need to learn how to control when playing musical instruments. Yeah, when playing music. So what musical instruments do you enjoy in listening the most? I would say let let's see. I would still go for piano because compared to guitar you can only play in a limited amount of songs, but as for pianos that figure can go is unlimited. It is unlimited. There's no and so many I often hear listen to lo-fi song on YouTube, and those lo-fi songs are often played by piano by some are often played in piano. Okay, so let's talk about chatting. Do you like chatting with friends? Absolutely yes. In fact, chatting is I would say that I have a mania mania for chatting with my friends. I mean, to me, uh, we often spend time for like I would say that daily with my. I would say I spend for like at least 30 to an hour every day just to talk to my friends, because talking to my friends is one of the good way to release my stress after a long day of work, a hard day of work, and in addition to that, chatting with my friends is also a good way for me to understand them better. So, what do you usually chat about with friends? Um, I think it it's up to the gender I am talking to, And let's just say that when I'm chatting with boys, with with boys just like me, I would I would talk about career and travel, because my friends who are men, they are often, they like to travel and they like to work. So yeah, talking to them sorry, talking to them about career and travel would be a good idea. But when it comes to women, I would say that I usually talk about their love hate relationship, their love relationship, or maybe their parents, because my friends, my female friends often have struggle with their parents. So, do you prefer to chat with a group of people or with only one friend? Hmm. Let's see. Uh, to me, I often, I prefer both. I would say that. Uh, let's see. I think that I will go for one friend rather than a group of friends. This is because talking to one friend will connect us, will form a bond between us, between me and that friend, and so from that we can deeply understand each other, and which can help us, giving advice or listening to other become more easily. So, do you prefer to communicate face to face or via social media? I definitely would go for physical interaction, communication. This is because you know I follow. This is because when you talk to someone in person, yeah, and you will have some physical touch, and and you can look at the person you're talking, the people's eyes or their facial expressions. So I think that that is a good way for me to edit. So which could be a good way to have me and that person to comprehend each other better. So let's talk about rains. Do you like rainy days? Why or why not? Uh, I would say that I am not kind of like, uh, I am not having a strong interest in rainy days. This is because I am an active person who always move around and go somewhere. And if if the weather is rain, if the weather rains, I couldn't go anywhere. So I have to stay in one place, which will make me become it will become stressed, a little bit stressed. I'll say that. So, does it rain much in your hometown? And in what seasons does it rain the most? Um, I would say that my hometown has a lot of rain, especially in June. Yeah, on June, in June. Yeah, and sorry, not June, but July. In July, because in July the weather will move will become the peak. It will reach the peak of the rainy season. So yeah, I still remember that a month ago, 2 months ago. I still remember that from like 4 months ago. It is the the peak day of raining in my hometown. So the level of rain was like 2 centimeter, and about 2 to 5 centimeters, and and it was terrible. The the road, the street was terrible. Good. Okay, so let's talk about object. Describe the type of clothes that you usually like to wear. So today I'm going to talk about the kind of clothes that I regularly wear. So that is the t-shirt, the trench coat, and this kind of clothes you can only that this kind of coat can only be worn in winter because the shirt is long and thick. So the reason that makes me have the reasons that makes me make me have a strong love for this coat is because when I wear that the people will look at me as I am a businessman and businessman who who has a lot of ambitions and dreams and always in busy just not like and they usually compare me when wearing that trench coat is like a president, a director or a president. So uh, I often buy it on uh, in person. I go to the shop and I want I went to the shop and choose and buy it. This is because I want to try to see which one is best and which one is fit for me. In addition to that, when I go to shop and buy it, I will have more options than when I buy it online. So uh, the last trench coat I buy is about 2 months ago, and I buy it for the preparation for this coming winter. Yeah, so I buy it on Uniqlo. They have various type of trench coat that can fit me. So yeah, and I think that in the future, like on this coming January, yeah, I think I will buy for one or two two piece of trench coats again, two trench coats again. Yeah. Okay. So does everyone like to go to shopping for clothes? Mhm. Yeah, I would say yes. In fact, shopping, so many people, there are so many people who, who love to go shopping that shopping become a part of their life and they cannot live without it. And I used to read a research on shopping behavior of Vietnamese people, and in that research, they said that uh, there are 80% of people who love to buying clothes, go shopping and buying clothes, and they concluded that um, the behavior of people when it comes to shopping was that they consider it a part of their life. Okay. So why do you think some people don't like go shopping for clothes? Let's see. Uh, I would say that there are two kinds of person. I think that there are two because of two reasons. The first reason is because they want to save their money, because you know buying clothes took usually takes a lot of money, and it can pull down your financial resource. So that's the main first reason, and the second reason is because they are kind of like they are not the person who who is clothes addicted. Yeah, I'll say that clothes addicted, and they all they want is just buying clothes they need. They don't want it, but they just need it. That is yeah, and they can also one reason is because they might want to they have so many clothes and they don't want to buy it anymore. Yeah. So do you think there's a difference between males and females who buy clothes? Absolutely yes. In fact, they even do a research on it, and they turn it into a psychological fact. Psychological fact. I would say that this the fact demonstrates that uh, males when they wanted want to buy a piece of clothes, they will need a piece of clothes. They will need to buy something simple, quick. That's it. But when it comes to women, yeah. But as for women, they tended to buy. They put the size of sorry the price and the price of the clothes is on the lowest level, and in that ladder of buying clothes, the price they consider the lowest, and then uh, then they will have like color, materials, and branding. So yeah, girls so in so girls they are often more complicated when it comes to buying clothes. Do you think it's important or good to follow current fashion trends? Uh, let's see. Could you give me a moment to think? In my opinion, I would say that it has both benefits and drawbacks. When it comes to benefits, uh, following the current fashion trends will make you become will make you become not so outdated, not become not become not so outdated, but and as well as becoming trendy, yeah, outdated, and makes you become a part of a community. But that is also the disadvantages of it, since you have to follow the trend, and since every trend usually not not long lasting. And another drawbacks of following trends is because is that uh, when is that it's very time it's very money consuming, I would say that. um, I remember that uh, I I remember that Uniqlo used to uh, have a trend about sorry is Zara used to have a trend about fast fashion, in which they wear the clothes, you know low quality clothes, yeah, which is low quality clothes, and everybody buy it without concerning about the price. So as a result, so many people ran out of of their finance, just because following that fast fashion trend. So why do many young people feel it's important to wear clothes that are in fashion? Um, let's see. Young people, right? I think that is because they want to become a part of a community. They don't want to be like uh, they don't want to be like a wolf. Sorry, yeah. They don't want to be like become a single wolf. They don't want to be a black sheep. I would say that a black sheep. Yeah. And the reason for it is because this this have a link to a psychological fact, is that people will always seek uh, something that belong to community, and this even and in marketing term, this is called the hierarchy of needs, in which this is the highest level of need, of demand in each of us. And in this level we have a demand being being acknowledged, for being recognized. So yeah, so that and for being a community. So this is a reason why I think that people have a tendency young people have a tendency to become trendy, or in fashion. Hmm.